This episode brought to you by our valued partners.
My name is Tara Velarde, and you're watching PDX Spotlight. If there's an animal in me, let it be a human again. If there's an animal in me, let it be a human again. If there's an animal in me, let it be a human again.
Welcome to PDX Spotlight. I'm your host, Luke Neal, and on this episode of the show, we have Tara Velarde with us. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's super cool that you're on the program. I'm a fan of yours. You're a great singer-songwriter.
Thank you.
I want to talk to you about some of the new things that are happening here in 2018. But first, for the viewers who aren't too familiar with you, talk to us about the timeless sound of your music. I think you've got a sound that spans decades, and I just want to know and tell our listeners, like, what type of influences brought that into your music.
Well, thank you for saying that. Yeah, I think that, you know, really whatever kind of genre I'm feeling at the moment, it all comes back to singer-songwriter.
And yeah, I mean, talk about a timeless genre. I think, maybe one of the oldest genres of all time. So, when I was first starting to write music, Ingrid Michaelson was big for me. Regina Spektor was really big for me. I remember when Adele came out and I was really obsessed with her first album and all that stuff. So a lot of really strong singers and lyricists. And then, over the years I've been into kind of more like folk or like bluegrass. Like I love the Avett Brothers, I love Brandi Carlile. I've also been more recently really loving a lot of soul singers. Leon LaHavis is a great artist. Alan Stone, of course, is awesome. So, and then, like there's a good amount of like kind of rock in there, blues rock. Like I've loved the Alabama Shakes forever too. So, just kind of, spinning all of that into whatever unique, genre that turns out to be, but still at the heart of it having just kind of the singing as like the focus.
Now, one of your earlier projects, the Terra Novellas, which is one of the best band names of all time.
Thanks.
You did have more of a rock thing going on at that time, but you've progressed into just this extremely pure singer-songwriter. When did you know for yourself that this is what you wanted to do, that you were just more than a fan or a musician itself?
Yeah. I think that as far as transitioning out of like just being like a band and being an artist, sometimes solo, sometimes with a band, I think a lot of it came down to my own confidence in myself, just feeling that what I could do as an individual was worthwhile, and didn't need to be part of anything else. It was enough as it was. And then, what was the second part of your question? Do you remember?
I think I was asking when you knew.
Oh yeah, I had like a moment actually, and it was at an Avett Brothers concert. I think it was maybe like the fall of 2014 or 2015. I had always, I'd been writing music since I was like 16 years old, but I went down this like music ed path. That's what I studied in college, and I kind of was like stringing my own music along, like kind of on a back burner kind of thing, but not really giving it my full focus, just because I didn't really know anything about the business, and so I was kind of like, maybe I'll get discovered, like, you know what I mean, like you do. So I went to this concert, and I've listened to the Avett Brothers forever, and we were like right up front, and they just were obviously just like two guys who had just like plugged away at it forever and just toured and just like made it happen. And I was like, I can definitely do that. So that was kind of the turning point for me, and I really focused on my music after that.
I burn a little midnight oil, baby, and get it done so I won't spoil the memory. If I'm gonna go on living with maybe, I might as well keep a fantasy. I burn a little midnight oil nightly. It's never gonna see the day rightly. There isn't any way to say it politely, but there's no denying, no, that I just wanna touch you, want it bad enough to make sure I don't tell you, because it would be bad.
Now, Tara, one of the things that you're known for, you've been busy lately touring. We live in such a cool area where you can hit a lot of cities all at once and share your music with people. Talk to the viewers about your approach to touring and your belief in why that's so effective.
Yeah, that's been something that I've been kind of ramping up in my career over the last couple of years, is more touring. You know, last year we did kind of a lot of like long weekends, and this year we're doing 4 multi-week tours, because I love having the home base of Portland and the community here, but in addition to that, I feel like there are so many places, so many other cities and areas and states that I can also grow my music in. So getting back to places every, 4 or 5 months or so, and working on my presence there, getting to know people there, and growing in those communities too is really important to me.
Are there any places this year that you're going to be touring to that you haven't been to yet?
Yes, in fact. We have got, we're covering basically the whole Western U.S., which I've been to most of those places before, but really the big one is that we're going to be touring in Italy at the end of May to the middle of June. So that's the first time I've been to Europe at all.
Wow.
So, yeah.
It'll be gorgeous.
I know, it's a really big deal for us. So we're going to be over there for 2.5 weeks solid. We have a ton of shows booked, and I'm excited to just break ground there and start building momentum across the pond.
This year you released a new single called Touch You, produced at the Rye Room.
Yes.
Some help with Matt Greco. Let's talk about that single first, and possibly some other music that's coming out this year.
Yeah, that single was so much fun to do. That was, I feel like I really started to embrace more of like a soulful side of my songwriting. So that one, it's got kind of more of a soul. It's got kind of, I don't know, almost like a retro, like Motown thing kind of happening. So yeah, we worked with Matt Greco at the Rye Room. He's awesome. That's where we've done this last single and the one before that, and we're gonna put both of those on an EP that we're releasing later this year. So it was really fun to do just the single, because we didn't have to think about anything else. We were just like immersed in this one song, making it just the best that it could be, and it turned out really fantastic.
Yeah, near the end of the song, you've got, and it's funny you said Motown, because it's like this big Motown Ernst vocal where you're just like begging whoever you're singing to.
Yeah.
It's really good. And that is kind of a transition for your music.
Yeah.
What's something maybe new in your music that we can expect from the EP?
I think more of that. I'm going to be trying to, again, just kind of allow myself to explore more of that soul that I really love. And also, what I always try to include on any collection of music is a variety. That's really important to me. So having some songs like that, having some solo numbers, some acoustic, like just me and a piano or guitar, but then also having the big full band. We've got some cool rock numbers that we're working on that I think we're going to throw in there too.
It seems to be my lot in life. Oh, it doesn't bring a lot in life. Oh, but I'm trying. Oh, I'm trying. Oh, darling, can you see when you look at me? Or can I only be the ridiculous, conspicuous girl standing in the corner, the one that looks like she can't breathe? I bet you didn't even notice her. Well, honey, I notice you. Awkward, uncouth, but tell the truth, you think that you could go for me. I can't chest made of plastic. I can't quote the right lines, but my heart's elastic. I try to impress, but it's all just a mess around you. What to do for the ridiculous, conspicuous girl standing in the corner, the one that looks like she can't breathe. I bet you didn't even notice her. Well, honey, I noticed you. Awkward untruth, but tell the truth. To think that you could go for me. Do you think that you could go? 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 Do you think that you could go for someone like me?
Oh, you got to play the beautiful old church.
Yep.
Such a wonderful venue in town.
Gorgeous.
Again, bragging on Portland, what are some of your favorite places to play in town?
Yeah, the old church was definitely just such a beautiful space to get into. It's one that I have been wanting to for a while, so I'm glad we got in there. I played at the Fremont Theater, which is unfortunately now no longer. I'm still kind of like holding out that like someone's going to bring it back. I don't know.
It's a great spot.
It's a great spot. I also really love to play at the Alberta Street Pub. I think it's such a gorgeous listening room, and it's such a nice intimate space to just connect with people. You know, when I play there, we play sometimes as a full band, and I'll play sometimes as a solo artist. I did a songwriter round with Clara Baker and Caitlin Gemma last fall, and it was just beautiful to be in that room.
And it's really locally focused. Alberta
Yeah.
Street Pub does a good job of doing like local roots and a bunch of other cool things like that. So I want to talk to you about further down the road in 2018, once you're back from Italy. I don't want you to think of that because you'll probably be bummed out at the time.
Right. What is after Italy? I don't even know.
So what is going on maybe near the end of the year?
Yeah. So over the summer, I'm actually already booking, probably like a month, I think about a month after I get back, I'm going to be doing a solo tour over the summer, and I'm going to be getting to Utah, Colorado, and then up through Montana and around through Washington. So I'll be doing that for a couple of weeks. And then in the fall, we're going to be touring again down to California and beyond. And somewhere in there, we're going to be finishing out the EP and releasing it towards the end of the year. So
Busy year for
very
you.
busy.
Congrats. Everything you
Thanks.
released so far is just fantastic. Willow Baby and Touch Me are really great. Looking forward to see what else
Thank
is on the EP. So as you're headed out on tour, tell the fans how they can find you on social media, and please follow her on Instagram. It's extremely entertaining.
Thanks. I actually met a guy the other day who I didn't know. He like recognized me and was like, "I love your stories." And I was
cool.
like, "Yes." So
It's
yeah.
paying off.
Yeah, exactly. So Instagram, Tara Velarde Music. I think there's an underscore between each of those. And then Facebook, also facebook.com/Tara Velarde Music. And that's mostly where I focus my social media. I've also, my YouTube channel, my website, taravelardemusic.com. We keep things pretty fresh, and we try and keep people posted with what we're up to. So.
Well, thanks again for being on the program.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tara Velarde.
Thank you.
Small stones, 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 small sto but I'm pinching myself so I will see that more for you is not less for me. In small stones make a mountain. Small stones take you there. Small stones make a mountain, and you'll find small stones everywhere. I keep my feet forward and my eyes, and gaining the summit will be my prize. But I can't forget to look back and recognize that every stone I've walked so far has helped me rise. Every small stone made this mountain. Every small stone got me here. Every small stone made this mountain, and I find small stones everywhere. Small stones will take you there. Small stones will take you there. Ooh, small stones made this mountain, and I find small stones everywhere. Thank you.